Look how he walked though. He looked guilty. That's that guilty walk. Horrible person. Disgusting human being. Don't be a creep. There should be a lesson. Get help. What's good, everyone? Big Flare here, back again with another great video. Today we're here to watch confessions of YouTubers. Alright, so this is the most disturbing, the most disturbing confessions of YouTube, on YouTube. So we're gonna watch the trailer. Look at his face. He got some shit he needs to tell.
Folks on YouTube have been exposed for all sorts of things. Alleged cryptocurrency scams, cheating in Minecraft, child abuse, being a predator, you name it. There's literally thousands of
listen. Cheating on Minecraft, child abuse, like, I mean, come on.
Popular exposed videos airing out another's dirty laundry on this platform.
Yeah, I heard he was a horrible person.
More rare and infinitely more compelling are YouTube's confession videos. Cases where online figures or YouTubers have outright confessed in their own words to scandalous behavior.
I like those lava lamps. That was cool.
Today we'll be looking
at the
confessions of various notable online figures that have wound up on YouTube. From a self-described virgin
Chris Chan, right? Yep.
To a beloved online comedian revealing his disturbing sexual fantasies during a child pregnancy.
That nigga doing the walk of shame.
These are some of YouTube's most scandalous
Deserved it though.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane.
His name was Hartwell?
New Mexico 87104.
He ain't had no heart in this series, so he was killing people left and right.
Today's video is sponsored by Aura.
All day that's sponsoring this video.
Something, dog. This ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with allegations and all this.
Oh yeah, this was after he got caught.
To do with pure jealousy.
Our first story
nigga.
might be the most scandalous
that nigga hairline is gone.
Moment in the history of YouTube. It's the absolutely mind-melting story of then-beloved YouTuber EDP445
was he really beloved?
Face-to-face with a group of child
like he was funny,
hunters.
but
the live-streamed confrontation essentially serving as a confession
that
looking at disturbing and career-ending secrets kept hidden.
Life-ending. Like I don't know how he come back from
known
this.
Online as Eat That Pussy 445 or EDP445 really needs no introduction. Thanks to the success of various viral clips published to his YouTube channel, Brian's presence on the internet in the
60
last
nuggets.
Has been
That nigga needs 60 carrot sticks. I ain't gonna lie.
And here I am giving an introduction. Well, I already started, might as well keep going. EDP was primarily known as being a Philadelphia Eagles superfan that would often go on vulgarity-laden rants every time the team lost.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That nigga, hold on. That nigga got that bro. He was destined for greatness, wasn't he? Nigga got that EDP on his fucking wall. Horrible person. Disgusting human being.
And he was also known for his signature brand of self-deprecating comedy, where he often joked about his weight or explained his masturbatory habits in grotesque, hyperbolic detail.
I think he was just warning people. He was warning people.
So goddamn hard that I can't even feel my left leg. My left leg has went totally numb.
While most knew EDP for his viral comedy videos, he did have a hardcore sect of fans that tuned in for the more personal side of Bryant. Bryant often candidly shared videos to his channel explaining personal struggles in life, from loneliness to stress at work to
look at that bitch crying.
Drama.
5 years ago.
Damn, that nigga like a bald cat. That nigga like if they shaved Garfield. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga look like Morpheus from the Matrix.
You know, she wouldn't be around to see me get my first car.
Oh, he told his mom passing away.
Girlfriend, my first kiss.
I really feel sorry for his mom though.
EDP appeared to be an open book
how he turned out.
Share his personal life frequently with fans. And in a sea of YouTubers who stick to the script and just try to remain as ad-friendly as possible, EDP stood out. He had the rare gift of being able to connect with his audience on a personal level. Viewers related to him,
saying wild shit.
His
they thought he was
personality and keeping it real attitude. Considered by some as one of the funniest and realest YouTubers on the platform, EDP enjoyed great success, eventually passing the 1 million subscriber milestone to great fanfare and was revered within the YouTube community.
Oh yeah, when they won the Super Bowl.
Wait.
The Eagles might win again, I ain't gonna lie. They might win this year.
What happened?
Was he not on the news for this? I thought they for the kiss, I ain't gonna lie.
But in time,
I thought they fit a
cracks
tongue
would begin
kiss.
to show in EDP445's online persona. It all started in early 2020 when EDP uploaded an eyebrow-raising video titled "Good Luck Exposing My Ass."
Wow.
In this now deleted video,
The nigga said, "Catch me if you
visibly
can."
frustrated EDP goes on a
Which wasn't that
expletive-laden
hard.
rant, in a roundabout way suggesting that he had sent flirtatious messages to a girl on Instagram, only to later find out that the girl was 15 years old. He says that a small group of people knew about this interaction and were plotting to cancel him.
And
So
I see
you
this
knew?
one chick, right? Hispanic chick, right? And then later on, come to find out, this bitch was 15 years old. Oh, EDP's exposed. Oh, your fans ain't gonna like you no more.
That's
oh,
how that
EDP
goes.
is exposed.
That's
As
how
a
that goes.
woman, when you wear clothes like that, let's be real. You're trying
No,
to
no,
get
no, no,
attention
no.
from guys.
No,
Oh,
nigga.
we're gonna
No, nigga.
expose EDP.
This is an L
and
excuse right
expose
here.
me. And guess what? I don't give a f.
Knowing what we know
Oh, he
now
give a
about
fuck
EDP,
now.
this video was an obvious red flag.
He give a
But at
fuck
the time
now.
of its release, few considered the video to be problematic and thought the 30-year-old
Or a red alert.
with the 15-year-old
A
on
red flag.
Instagram to be an honest mistake. But then more evidence of creepy EDP behavior just kept bubbling up. Such
Yeah.
as the following voice recording allegedly sent by EDP to an underage girl who is asking for a birthday shout out to give to her boyfriend.
What?
Lucy, you better show me some titties. Talking about you want me to wish that nigga happy birthday. You better show me some titties or something, shit. Oh my god, EDP, like, she's 14, like, she's 15. I don't give a nigga, if the bitch is 1. Ain't shit free in this motherfucker.
Additionally,
That
a
sounds
disturbing
like a
screenshot
very
allegedly
wild,
showing a
Long Beach
conversation
Griffey
between
skit. I ain't
Bryant
gonna
and
lie.
an anonymous 17-year-old girl would surface. Big Playboy 445 says, "You're cute and stuff."
That nigga name was
This
Big
might be a
Playboy?
fake profile. The supposed 17-year-old girl says, "No, I keep it 100. That's for kids. We can just be with each other." Big
What?
Playboy responds threateningly,
Weirdo.
"If you fuck me over and I find this convo someplace on the internet like Twitter or even in a YouTube video, I swear on my mom's soul I'll find your ass. Don't think
Wow.
for 1 second just because you're hiding behind a damn phone you can't be found." As
Empty
more evidence was
threats.
brought to the table,
Okay,
a
shit
small
happened.
yet vocal minority of fans would start accusing EDP of being a predator in his comment section, and they would jump ship from the channel. Some smaller
Good.
YouTubers even began discussing
Yeah, I remember Cold Raven. I
EDP's
remember that.
creepy behavior. Take, for example, OG Cold Raven, who would make a multi-part video series attempting
That nigga
to
was making the
expose
Sean
EDP.
Watson videos,
Whisperings of
EDP
these
videos.
allegations slowly
Damn.
began making
Where
their
Antonio
way
Brown
around
at? He
the
ain't make no
community.
videos about that?
Dodging the allegations once again, are we? I exposed you for texting 5 different underage girls. I exposed the fact that you
5.
fell for a decoy asking for illicit pictures. They said that they were 16, just turned 17 inside of the combo. You know, you're just lucky that no big channel has really picked up on it. People are gonna want to know what's happening. And you know, you're finally gonna get exposed for the sick pedophile that you are.
Yes,
The rise of
sir.
scrutiny would
I ain't gonna lie,
prompt
though.
EDP to make a
I remember when that shit first came out. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that shit was just like a big prank. I thought it was a big joke when it first came out, when he got exposed by that the white dude, the white dudes. And then when that shit came out, that it was real. Whoo, boy. Fuck that nigga.
another video addressing these allegations. And in the video, he essentially uses the argument of, "Hey guys, you know me, EDP445. I would never do anything like this. I would never do anything creepy."
That's crazy.
Honestly believe that I'm a pedophile. You're
Yes.
high.
That makes sense to me.
I'm
Despite the
saying.
objectively dog shit defense presented in this video, the majority of EDP's loyal fan base were satiated by his denials, and the man continued to enjoy a prosperous career for some time, eventually passing the 2 million subscriber milestone sometime around the
Whoa.
new year.
So
But
he was
in
able to get
2021,
another million?
Things were different. As in April of this year, evidence would come forward that would turn the entire internet on its head, exposing EDP445 for the sick and disgusting individual that he truly was.
Get his ass up out of here. Let's go. Boy. That nigga basically got put on death row. This is death row right here. That nigga life died this day.
On April 19th,
Looking
the
at-
Predator Poachers, a YouTube-based child predator catching group,
And these
would
niggas
put up
were
a
weirdos
live
too.
stream. In this live stream,
I don't know
a
about
member
her.
of
I
the group
heard
would
she was saying
explain
some
that their
N-word, but I don't know if that was
organization
real.
had created a decoy account on Instagram posing as a 13-year-old girl named Sophie. The poachers allege that EDP had been interacting
Big
with the
Playboy
account over a
445.
2-month period.
Wow.
What follows is a nearly 2-hour-long live stream of the host reading the disgusting messages allegedly sent by EDP445 to someone he thought was a 13-year-old girl. After a grueling 2-hour trudge through these disturbing messages, the chat logs appear to end with EDP and the decoy arranging a meetup at an apartment complex.
Wow, that's where he got caught, right?
Revealed that this meetup actually happens, and the predator poachers confronted EDP at the apartment complex and caught it all on camera.
They should have brought the cops with them, though.
The damning footage would be released to the internet. His predatory behavior could be denied no longer. During the confrontation, he confessed to everything.
They got his ass up out of here.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Oh.
And then go back home.
The only thing deterring you, based on these messages,
look at that nigga sweating.
The fact she was young, it was jail time that was deterring you. Yes or no? Okay.
Wow.
Like
that nigga said right.
That's all you hear. Would they have arrested you? Yes or no?
Correct.
Okay.
They would have put his ass on the ground.
Go to jail? If I'm being honest with you,
you don't think so?
I think so.
You think so?
Okay.
He don't want to go.
I'm calling the cops.
He should, but he don't want to.
I'm not.
How about you call the cops?
You call the cops.
Why would he?
You should call the cops.
That nigga life, look at him. That nigga praying. His life is over with.
He was a creep, but they didn't know that it was this deep. In an exposed caught in 4K moment,
That nigga was waist deep in that shit,
caliber
man.
had never once before been witnessed on YouTube. The video of this nearly hour-long sting operation spread around the internet like wildfire.
Yes,
got
it
so
did.
Big that even mainstream media outlets were discussing it. In the wake of the sting,
That nigga
EDP
life is
would
over.
essentially go into hiding, and folks were waiting on the edge of their seat hoping that he would be arrested. However, that arrest would never happen.
Because they can't really do nothing, I guess. Legally, they can't do nothing.
Bombarded with calls from the internet and EDP's clear admissions here, no formal investigation was ever opened on EDP445.
Look how he walked, though.
The reason for
He looked
EDP
guilty.
evading charges is
That's
still
that
a
guilty
bit of a
walk.
mystery to this day, but many have boiled it down to being incompetent.
Look at
by
this
the predator
nigga.
Poachers. Some speculate that the methods used to acquire EDP's confession by the poachers was considered entrapment.
Yeah,
and
wasn't
that
he
evidence
using
inadmissible in
pictures
a
of
court
minors?
case. I'm admittedly no
He was using
expert on
pictures
this
of minors.
subject,
He's a
but I've seen
weirdo.
plenty of commentary suggesting that if the poachers had actually notified police before their sting, EDP would very likely be in jail right now.
Yeah,
if you have
but-
some insight regarding this, drop a comment below.
Same thing happened to
Whatever
Chris
the case,
Hansen,
this
like,
incident
a
and
lot of
the
niggas ain't go to
publicity
jail for that.
surrounding it would end EDP's career overnight. He went from being beloved by millions to detested by virtually everyone on the internet. In the wake of
Rightfully
being
so.
exposed, EDP's YouTube channel was terminated, and his Facebook and Instagram accounts were banned.
Bro,
The
they
only
treat that
real
nigga like
existence
Donald Trump,
EDP
man.
has on the
Got his
internet
ass
is in
up
the
outta
form
here.
of a website created earlier this year. The site offers pay-to-watch stream content and Cameo-like shout-out services, but for all
Hold on, that nigga was having people paying $20 for an audio recorder shout out, and then $40 for a video shout out. Oh my! And he had niggas paying $25. What the hell is what the fuck? When niggas get kicked out of life, they get desperate.
For all intents and purposes, the man's ability to monetize himself online has been eliminated as a result of his own disgusting behavior.
Good.
What might be one of the most infamous YouTuber
Don't be a creep.
/ confession moments in
This
the
should be a
history of the
lesson.
platform. That
Get
was
help.
the story of EDP445.
If you are a creep, get help. Don't do this shit.
Killed a man. I was out with some friends. We were all drinking really heavily. Just hopping from bar to bar. Just trying to have a good time, and I lost control.
Our next story involves a man who was responsible for a deadly crime.
Who is that?
After committing this crime, he uploaded a shockingly candid video to YouTube, confessing to his wrongdoings in front of millions of people. This seemingly unprompted confession would lead to him becoming imprisoned sometime later. So, what's the story with that?
He
Let's
said he
get
killed
into it.
someone.
This story begins on the night of June 22nd in 2013 in Columbus, Ohio. 61-year-old Vincent Canzani, a locally renowned photographer, is driving on Interstate 670. While peacefully cruising along, Vincent Canzani sees the last thing anyone wants to see while driving down the interstate.
A drunk driver,
pair of
huh?
headlights on his side of the road speeding directly towards him. Moments later, this wrong-way driver collides head-on with Vincent Canzani, resulting in a horrifically violent collision. Both vehicles essentially turned into heaps of scrap metal. Motorists that witnessed the crash immediately dialed 911. When responders arrived and had eyes on the scene, they likely expected there to be no survivors. But after rescue efforts, efforts, they discovered that the man who was driving the wrong way vehicle was actually still alive.
Wow.
This man would be identified as local resident 22-year-old Matthew Cordell.
22.
Cordell was promptly taken to the hospital to receive emergency care.
That
for
nigga wasted his
lacerations
life. That's
suffered during the
sad.
crash.
For
Vincent
him.
Canzani,
For him. It's
the
sad for him.
apparent victim in the collision,
That nigga should be
wasn't
drinking
so
driving.
lucky, as after an inspection of his vehicle, Canzani was pronounced dead at the scene. Considering
Sad.
the nature of this collision, police immediately suspected Matthew Cordell of driving under the influence. They would later acquire a search warrant in order to collect medical information from Cordell's hospital visit. This would result in police getting a medical update from staff who described Matthew Cordell as, quote, very drunk. Blood tests would confirm these anecdotal accounts.
Oh, it's
In the wake of
hemoglobin.
this apparent deadly DUI collision, Matthew Cordell was treated and released from the hospital a free man. But yes, surprisingly, charges were not immediately pressed on Matthew Cordell for this. He actually got the walk. In
Why?
the meantime, Matthew Cordell would
I guess they try to get
lawyer
all
up
the
and
evidence.
prepare for the inevitable charges coming his way. Now, what you usually see in a situation like this, where a guy is potentially about to face charges,
They
it's
usually go
expected
away.
that the individual would lay low,
Yes.
keep their mouth shut, and
Yes.
avoid the media at all costs, as to
Obviously.
not accidentally give any potential damning evidence to the prosecution. I mean, you got to think about this from a self-preservation perspective.
Yeah.
But what makes this case remarkable
I like
is
his
that
shirt,
Matthew
the oranges. I
Cordell
like it.
pretty much does the opposite of what I just described. He confesses to his crime publicly in a way that had never before been seen. He confesses directly to the internet. On September
Which
3rd,
is weird.
2013, a video would be uploaded to a YouTube channel called Because I Said
Killed a
Would.
Man?
The channel was managed by a
That nigga
nonprofit
was- man.
organization of the same name.
He was
The
trying to boost
video
his
was called
algorithm, that's
I
all,
Killed
bro.
a Man, and it featured Matthew Cordell essentially outright confessing that he indeed was driving under the influence and his actions resulted in the death of Vincent Canzani.
Sad.
I was out
RP.
with some friends. We were all drinking really heavily,
Did he blur his face?
just hopping from bar to bar,
And did he do his voice like that?
just trying to have a good time, and I lost control. On that particular night, I made a mistake and got in my truck, completely blacked out, and decided to try to drive home. I ended up going the wrong way down the highway, directly into oncoming traffic.
Don't drink and
I
drive.
struck a car.
Drink at home. Or drink and call an Uber.
The
Don't
video
drink and
almost
drive.
immediately went viral and prompted discussion across the internet and the mainstream media. Cordell's confession was received well by the internet masses, with thousands of folks praising him in the comments section for taking responsibility for his crime.
No,
On the other hand,
no.
some suspected
Come
that
on.
this melodramatically edited confession video featuring swelling orchestral music
Yeah.
was simply a disingenuous ploy for Matthew Cordell to possibly get a lighter sentence if ever convicted.
I thought he
The
just tried to
family
get
of Vincent
famous. I ain't gonna lie.
Canzani would express a similar sentiment and felt as if the video confession had selfish motivations behind it.
Yeah, I thought he tried to
My
get
name
millions
is
of
Matthew
views.
Cordell. And on June 22nd,
Yeah, you hear that music?
2013,
The
I
fuck?
hit and killed Vincent Canzani.
That nigga playing TLC music,
This
nigga.
video will act as my confession.
This ain't no heartwarming story, nigga. You
When
killed
I get
someone.
charged, I will plead guilty. I
Good.
take full responsibility.
What's he running
for
down?
everything I've done to Vincent and
Oh,
his
but
family.
this is a ploy.
Whatever the case, 7 days after
Put
the
that
release
nigga
of
under the
Matthew
jail.
Cordell's confession video, on September 9th, Cordell was indicted by a grand jury and promptly turned
Life,
himself
right?
in to police,
Oh.
prepared to face justice. Matthew Cordell was charged with aggravated vehicular homicide and 1 count of operating a vehicle under the influence, charges that could result in a 2-year prison sentence at the least and 8.5 years at the most. In line with the narrative presented in his
All the-
confession video, Matthew would plead guilty to these crimes, and just over a month later, on October 23rd of 2013, Matthew Cordell was sentenced to serve 6.5 years in state prison. While in prison, Matthew
But-
would do
whoa,
his best
no,
to
no.
advocate
What?
against drunk driving, and he was known to
6
receive and send out a
years?
lot of mail from people going through their own issues. On at least one occasion, Matthew was given the opportunity to be recorded while in prison, where he would issue a warning to those thinking they could get away with drunk driving.
All right,
My
all right.
hope is that everyone can make the
That nigga got
promise not
tattoos
to
in
drink and
jail.
drive, not to make destructive decisions that could affect others negatively. But if
Yes.
you're not at that point yet, and if you are struggling,
Get some help.
make the promise to seek help.
Yes.
Make the promise to reach out
Call a
and
doctor.
ask for someone's hand.
In October of 2019,
all right, so this is good,
just
but
over
like,
6 years since the date of his confession,
maybe he was
Matthew
genuine.
Cordell was released from prison. He now lives out his life as a semi-private citizen and advocate against drunk driving. Matthew's YouTube confession
Maybe he did
was
it in good faith,
remarkable
but like
for
that
many
looked too
reasons.
wild.
Nothing like it had ever been done before. I personally have mixed emotions regarding this entire situation.
6 years is
I
light,
can
though.
empathize with
He
the
killed someone.
scrutiny that the family of Vincent Kanzani, sort of expressed regarding the intentions of Matthew's confession video. While many have praised Matthew Cordell for coming forward, it's difficult to really say exactly
Nigga,
how
the
much
law
he
was gonna
actually
come
stuck his
forward.
neck
Fuck
out by
him.
doing this
He killed
confession.
someone.
After all, prosecutors likely already had everything they needed to arrest and charge Matthew,
Yes.
confession or not. And that being said, sort of now being charitable to Matthew here, the actual benefit of Cordell making the confession in and of itself is debatable. And generally speaking, when you're suspected of a crime, opening your mouth is rarely a good thing and almost always
It was that
makes
guilt.
the legal situation
He had
worse
that
than it
guilt.
was before. And considering that his sentence was on the higher end, I really don't know how much the confession actually helped if getting a lighter sentence
It
was
shouldn't have
inflicted.
helped. It shouldn't have
Regardless,
helped.
the Cordell case is easily one of the most remarkable confessions that we've seen in YouTube history.
Matthew's 6.5
I
years.
think he got off light, though.
Reaction.
6 years is light.
My initial reaction was relief. Just relief that, my family will get some closure. Hopefully the victim's family.
Why his
will have
lawyers
some
got big
measure
ass
of
heads?
closure and begin the healing process and start to move forward. And myself as well, I can start to move forward now.
Yeah, but he killed someone,
the
though.
camera's on.
That's kind of like crazy.
The camera's been on the whole time.
6
huh?
years for killing
I don't
someone is
even
kind of
know.
crazy.
Our next story is a confession that comes from a YouTuber who's been in the YouTube gaming scene practically since its inception. Dark Side Phil.
He has?
DSP.
Damn.
Phil's online infamy is a video
How old
in and
is
of
he?
itself, but today I'll be honing in on a particularly embarrassing chapter of the Dark Side Phil saga.
Oh, well, he
It
beating his
involves an
Schmeat?
intimate moment that was unintentionally live streamed to hundreds of viewers, and Phil having to eat crow and confess that it actually happened. For those unfamiliar with DSP, the Cliff Notes version of his online career is this. Phil is a 40-year-old gaming creator who joined
40.
YouTube back in 2007.
Oh, man.
A pioneer of the Let's Play genre, Phil would record his gameplay
Hey, Wings
by
Redemption
pointing a
around the same
camera at his
age?
monitor and provide off-the-cuff commentary.
Oh, you mean the balls, dude? What the hell's going on?
Hit me in the balls. Hit me in the balls, dude.
What the fuck is this?
Like, even to put you in that position. Oh, hey, yo.
Oh, we're scissoring.
Hey, yo.
Phil would become one of the most popular gaming figures on YouTube in the late 2000s, and at one point even landed a lucrative machinima contract. But due to his own
Our machinima was fucking
incompetence
people
and
over.
inability to adapt to YouTube's ever-changing trends and quality standards, Phil's relevance peaked in 2011, and his career has essentially been circling the drain ever since.
That's a
On top of
clean-ass
ever
toilet.
dwindling viewership, Phil has long
Clorox,
been
you
plagued
know?
by damaging controversies. Be it accusations of Phil milking his fans for money, just various
Yeah, I heard he was a law
criticisms
cow.
of his
I don't know what that
quality
means, but
content, and just
I guess people beg for
self-inflicted
money.
drama caused by his own toxicity, if you will.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic?
But Phil is often frequented by more innocuous controversies. Situations that don't necessarily malign his character, they more so just make him look like a complete fool. And one such event transpired on May 1st of 2016. On this day, Phil would go live on YouTube. This broadcast begins with a pre-stream lobby of sorts, with a standby message being shown on screen. The message informing viewers that the stream would be starting soon. However, what Phil failed to realize is that this standby message wasn't the only thing being shown to viewers. Believing that viewers were only seeing this standby screen and not his camera,
Oh, you
for
can
the
see
next
him?
13 minutes,
What he
fans
doing?
got to see exactly what Darkside Phil does when he thinks no one is watching. The first several minutes of this pre-stream lobby seem harmless enough, with
Yeah.
Phil apparently browsing the internet. But
Yeah.
it's when Phil lays back in his chair that things start to get weird. He begins shaking his arms, almost
Oh,
as if he's
shit.
smoking something, making bizarre facial expressions, and seemed
Whoa.
intently focused on his computer screen.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what is wrong with this nigga? That nigga's weird. Why like he about to pass out though? Ugh. Oh my god.
Yeah, by now you're probably starting to understand what's happening.
That nigga like he was being
After
possessed by a
going at it
demon.
For what comes
The
close
fuck?
to 10 minutes, Phil makes a shocking realization.
Bro, did he even clean
What's
up?
up, everyone?
He didn't even clean
Hello,
up.
Welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't know.
While he was momentarily frazzled,
Oh, the camera's been on the whole time.
streaming as if nothing happened. And after receiving dozens of comments from stunned viewers in his chat accusing him of jacking it on stream,
That
he
nigga was
attempted to
beating his
minimize and
Peter.
deny the accusation. But Phil couldn't just sweep this under the
He
rug.
couldn't, bro.
And this questionable
That nigga was
live
definitely beating his
stream
beat.
moment was spread around Twitter and YouTube almost immediately. Phil's apparent
Bro was
live stream
punishing
gaffe of the
his
decade
meat.
was
That's
going
crazy.
Absolutely viral.
And all of a sudden, my Twitter starts blowing up on my phone, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I look down, and I look at the tweets, and people were sending me, hey, Rich, DSP Gaming got caught jerking off on live stream. He didn't realize his camera was on before he started live streaming, and he decided to rub one out, and everyone saw. There was like 100
He didn't even
people in
clean
the
up. That
stream,
nigga's
and
nasty.
they all
That boy got sticky hands. That boy
Part
nasty.
of what had contributed to Phil's online infamy at this stage in his career stemmed from a series of mishandled controversies. Now face to face with yet another controversy, many expected Phil to fumble this scandal like the scandals he fumbled in the past. It was expected that Phil would boot up a live stream, deny everything, and basically tell the viewers they didn't see what they saw with their own two eyes. But in an uncharacteristically
That's the formula. That's the
savvy
formula.
PR move from Darkside Phil, the day after this clip went viral, Phil would boot up a live stream in which he essentially confesses that he was indeed choking the chicken, taking the embarrassing moment on the chin and even laughing along with his detractors.
Because of a mishap yesterday, I have seen tons of attention thrown my way.
A bit of your meat, right?
It happens. I think that
Stroking the John.
pretty well. In the past, I have been known as a person who, unfortunately,
Oh, I thought it
kinda
said a
takes
beater.
things way too seriously.
I've been known as a beater.
And when shit happens, instead of kind of rolling with it, I get pissed off.
Oh, like beating your meat on
And
camera?
You know what? That's not the way to handle stuff.
Yeah, don't beat your
You're
meat
not
on
going
camera.
to, hold it against anyone for joking about something that happened that was completely hilarious, in my opinion. I mean, I'll be honest. At first, I was incredibly embarrassed, but after
Yeah, them faces
the
was
initial
funny, I ain't gonna
shock
lie.
of knowing what happened, I cannot.
Like, them
stop
faces was
laughing
funny as
about
hell.
it. I don't know about anyone else. A lot of people are like appalled. Oh my god! Come on.
Come
Yes,
on.
Because we all know that, you know.
Don't we all do it?
It's such an unnatural thing.
That we
Such a
all beat our
horrible,
meats.
Horrendous action.
Even the women.
Everyone,
Don't you guys
whoever
beat
has
your
done
meat
it should
too?
be burned at the stake. Then again, everyone who's done it probably didn't inadvertently live stream it.
Yeah.
While I personally find it absolutely fucking insane that someone can just casually go from jacking it to live streaming in a matter of seconds.
'Cause that's
at the
not
end
his
of the
first
day,
time.
Phil's live streaming gaffe was nothing
That's
but,
not his first
just
time.
some kind of humorous internet degeneracy. The scandal serving as one of the most disturbing
Damn!
and funniest
That nigga
drama
having a
moments of
seizure.
2016. Phil's live-streamed pleasure session would be forgotten in time, and his career continues its perpetual downslope.
Damn.
Probably one of the more humorous confessions that we've seen on YouTube. That was the time that DSP got caught with his pants down.
Oh, I was about to say, he had another one?
I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I so need a cute girl my age.
Well,
That's
here we
like an
are,
incel
the final
song.
chapter, and it's about Chris Chan.
I heard that's a horrible person.
No. My mother, my father! Wait.
I heard he was not a good person.
Chris Chan is a name
Oh,
known
hell no.
far and wide across the web. Quite possibly
It
the
is
most
sad, though.
documented
I heard
person
he
in
has,
internet history. The
a mental
story of
disability,
Chris
but, like, I
Chandler,
heard he's not a
now
good person.
Transgender woman Christine Chandler is one that would literally take
Or that
days
person.
to
I heard that
tell.
person wasn't a good
The
person.
autistic Sonichu creator has been closely followed by an army of online trolls for close to 15 years now. Every degenerate action taken by Chris
This nigga been on YouTube since the 90s.
What
Type of camera is this?
I want everything about my house off the internet. I'll send in detectives, I'll send in police, I'll send in everything in my power to get it off the internet. Listen to me. Listen to me. Yes. Shut that goddamn thing off.
From
Dad
drinking their own
said, "Shut the
sperm
fuck up, go to
assaulting
bed."
a GameStop employee to putting their
Father
father's
said, "It's time for
beloved stamp
bed."
collection on eBay to the harassment of women, racism,
Oh, wow.
homophobia,
Oh, wow.
and constant e-begging. There's been a plethora of questionable acts committed by Christine, documented by trolls over the years. But today I'll be foregoing coverage of every small
That
Chris
father
Chan
had
plot
no
point and be
tolerance for that
honing
shit.
in on a particularly heinous, vile, and disgusting act allegedly committed by Christine Chandler. It's an ongoing situation and vomit-inducing story involving a leaked phone call in which Christine appears to confess to sexually assaulting their 79-year-old mother. While early trolling of Christine mostly involved the mockery of the
I don't know if I can
self-authored
continue to watch
Sonic
this,
Youth
man.
comics, what has proved to be the long-term
Oh,
hope
man,
for
I don't know if I can
internet
continue to
trolls
watch
is
this, bro.
Christine Chandler's seemingly endless quest to find a, quote, boyfriend-free girl. The Chris
What?
Chan love quest, if you will. For over
This
a
sounds like
decade
a
now,
serial killer in the making, I ain't
Christine
gonna
has
lie.
tried to find a sexual partner, failing time and time again, be it by intervention of internet trolls or just Christine's disgusting nature keeping girls at an arm's length. I mean, we're talking about someone who keeps containers of their own semen in a freezer here, guys.
What?
Christine has described themselves in the past as a,
Hey,
quote,
yo.
virgin with rage, and their only sexual
That's an incel.
experience was allegedly with a prostitute in 2012. Well, that's not the only alleged sexual experience Christine has had. This is Barbara Chandler, Christine's widowed mother. Currently 79 years
her.
old and rumored to suffer from dementia,
Yeah,
Barb has
bro.
appeared in several videos on Christine's YouTube channel over the years.
This
In
shit's
almost
sad.
every appearance, Barbara appears confused and seems to be coached by Christine to ask viewers for money.
My name is Barbara Chandler. I'm asking you to help us with car payment by buying the blankets. They're nice, they're in perfect shape, they'll make a good addition to your home.
This
The
is
video's
sad,
giving off
bro.
an uncomfortable and exploitative
Someone
vibe.
help that woman, man. She needs help, bro. Look at
My name is Barbara Chandler. I'm doing fine. What do you want to know?
Jeez, man. This is
Ask
sad.
questions in the comments below or wherever to my associates, yada yada. And
She ain't got no other kids.
come on, say something else.
She ain't got no like sisters or
I
brothers.
don't know what else there to do.
Many have made allegations of elder abuse towards Christine, but outside of these uncomfortable videos and a handful of suspect tweets, little tangible proof of abuse has ever surfaced. That was
Whoa,
until July 30th
bro.
of 2021 when a disturbing phone call was
No,
leaked to
bro.
the internet implicating Christine of committing one of the most disgusting crimes imaginable. While the exact details of how this call was acquired remain unclear, it was allegedly recorded by a Chris Chan troll of dubious nature known online as Bella. Members of the Kiwi Farms message board alleged that Bella had been engaging in bad faith interactions with Christine.
I've seen
behind
that.
the
I've seen.
scenes
I've
for
heard
some
about this a
time,
little bit.
appearing to Christine as a trustworthy confidant, then socially manipulating Christine into making this confession. And what exactly was this confession? In this phone call, Christine claims to have an ongoing sexual relationship with their allegedly demented mother. Christine confesses to regularly having sex with Barb.
But how did this happen? How did this come about?
Well, long which just mainly I was really, really horny and I need the true and honest relationship to come about. So obviously this was one of the best ways to do it, despite it being with the. And I don't want to believe in labels at all, but
Right.
obviously you can tell the incest fanfics have come true and shit.
I didn't have any idea that Barbara was that Barbara knew it had that sort of relationship. I never got any of those vibes. But how did you approach her?
I approached her with care and caution.
Hmm.
It was a time approach, so I just gave her comfort to talk with her, and we just branched out slow and steady, and then I encouraged her positively, let her make the first move. If she wanted to do it.
Oh, she did? Really? She made the first move?
Yeah.
And how did she respond when you approached her? What did she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was I think she was partially confused at one point, but
She got dementia. You fuck.
She came around, obviously, with more approaching than I was doing with her along the way.
When did you start having feelings for Barbara?
Well, for a long time. I mean, I remember even mentioning some time ago in one of my videos that I even had dreams where I had sex with her, obviously.
Really?
So.
Yeah. How, if you don't mind me asking? I know that's probably personal. You have to answer, but how is the sex?
I'd say it was satisfactory. It took a while. It took a few tries to.
Put this nigga away. Put this person away.
Also, she's very understanding about the whole
Bro,
thing.
he got. This person got to go.
Make sure that obviously, I'm never gonna propose marriage to her at all because we're already daughter.
Yeah, mother and daughter.
He got. Bro, this person has to go. This person got to go.
Oh, you have a routine.
It took us a few nights to figure out what felt right and what didn't feel right. And
does your mother enjoy it?
Yeah, she's having a good time.
She is. She's having a good time.
Especially when we're
Send this person to the fucking loony bin.
It went viral immediately and was being discussed on all corners of the internet, from Twitter to 4chan to Reddit to Facebook to Kiwi Farms and even the mainstream media.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Was a person of low moral standing.
Thanos snap. Gotta go.
They were capable of something like this. In the wake of the leaked confession, people from around the world flooded the Greene County, Virginia Sheriff's Office with phone calls regarding Christine Chandler, informing them of the alleged incest and elder abuse. Taking these calls seriously, a protective order would be issued against Christine, which compelled Christine to leave the Chandler residence, and for the time being, they would stay at a hotel.
Who's gonna take care of the mom, though?
Christine was still free, but this freedom wouldn't last long. Just 2 days after the July 30th confession leak, on August 1st, Christine was arrested at a Regency motel and charged with 1 count of incest with additional charges pending. The arrest was captured and live streamed by internet talk show host and provocateur Ethan Ralph.
And I continue to stand strong and I maintain everything with quick fill and my scientists, coach shoes, and everybody.
Yeah, you're live to about 3,000 people right now, Christian. You're taking everything in stride. You said you're doing good?
Yeah, I keep it good faith. Everything is going to work out.
Doing good, feeling good?
It's happening now. We're on the very
The merge? It's happening right now, isn't it?
Right now, it is. We're living it. It's happening.
Bro,
right now.
this person got to go. Put this person's ass in that car and send him up the road already.
Well, there goes Chris Chan into the Henrico County.
Ever since the hotel arrest, Christine Weston Chandler has been in between jail and psychiatric institutions. It isn't exactly clear when or if Christine will go to trial.
Oh, trial. I said getting out. Hope he don't get out.
Many have speculated that Christine could possibly get additional sexual assault charges, as if Barbara does indeed have dementia, she wouldn't be able to consent to the sex.
Yep.
Regardless, what has become clear in recent months is that even behind bars, Christine is still able to embarrass themselves and come across as batshit insane. Since being incarcerated, Christine has sent out several letters to confidants on the outside. Some of these letters have been published to the internet. In letters, Christine presents themselves as a Christ-like figure, and in one disturbing example, Christine states, quote, "I am literally Jesus Christ himself, fully reincarnated and fully reawakened." And Christine goes on to suggest
Did
that
he
God
spell that
had
wrong?
called upon her to touch Barbara and heal and cleanse her of her past sins. God, man. It's just a saga that never ends.
That's disgusting.
Now,
That person got to go.
The alleged incest. Christine is historically known for making up stories and fabricating tall tales, and one can only pray that Christine's infamous incest confession was a delusional account of some deranged fantasy and not something that Christine actually acted on.
It seemed like this person wanted to do it, so he got to go.
Supporting the confession and judicial inquiry into the matter, that I fear that Christine actually did the repulsive act that was confessed in that call. And if that truly is the case, may Christine rot. In what might be the most disgusting confession on the internet and technically YouTube, that was the leaked Christine Chandler incest call.
Oh man, disgusting.
But that was my compendium of confessions that have wound up on YouTube. Let me know how you guys like the video down below in the comment section. Slap like, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all next time. I want to give a major shout out to my patrons.
Yeah, shout out to them. That was the video. That was... My head hurts. Alright, my head, my nose, like my sinuses. It's fucking October. My sinuses acting up. That was horrible. That was a horrible. And shout out to him for making the video, but these people are horrible, alright? Almost every single one of them. Probably every single one of them. Horrible people. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe down below. See you guys next time. Peace. Even the women. Don't you guys beat your meat too?